Well, hello, Commanders. Uncle J here. We're back on the Uncle J Mining Consortium moon base. It's going to be another half episode. And, yeah, I went back a few saves. We're going to try this again. Got some help. But, getting the information and implementing it are two different things because yeah. You know what? We're going to go into cheat mode. We're going to set up some temporary timers so I can physically look at them and whatnot. And you know what? Maybe I should get this off of the pad. Come on. Does it matter? Does it matter if this one is controlling the top floor and this one is controlling the bottom floor? Does that matter? I have this. Oh, I mean, I'm not Polish. I hmm. You know what? Hmm. Hmm. I think we need to. I think we need to change this. I think this. All right. You know what? Let's just reset this. Let's do a full reset. Let's do a reset because I think, yeah. All right. All right. Let's just grab the group. EV pistons. Let's just grab the group. Let's just reverse them and then reverse them. And then, yeah. Oh, I think that's why, because, okay, so let's make this, let's take this, our minimum distance, and let's just make it 3 and then just see where we're at. Which is probably going to be way too much, but, and you know what? We need quick access to get in and out.
Inventory full.
Oh, you dumbass. You're in cheat mode. Why didn't you just... Alright, whatever. Alright, so... Too high. Too high, too high, too high. Alright. Okay. Oh, you know what? We need to set up a defense controller for the base to let us know when enemies are near. Let's go with 2. That is so weird. It's 2. Two's a little... Is 2 low? Is 2 too low? I think 2 is too low. Alright, you know what? This is bothering me. This is bothering me. Alright. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little discombobulated right now. I apologize. 2.5? I need to destroy those steel plates in my inventory, but you know what? I'm not gonna. You know what? I'm not gonna worry about it. Go away. Go away. I'm just gonna. Will these fit in here? No. There we go. I don't care. Let's grab some energy real quick. Okay, there's no ice in the ship, so we can't recharge our hydrogen. That's fine. But, you know, dumbass, hey. Yeah, look at that, dumbass. Okay, so that is too high. That's too high. Okay. So let's go with 2.3. Okay. And I think that will be our winner. I think that'll be our winner. Right? 2.3? Oh, it's still a little... No, I like it. I like it, Commanders. Okay, so piston 1. Okay. 10. 2.3. Okay. So now let's send them up all the way. And then watch the speed change as pistons max out. Or no. Okay. So let's come down. So piston 3. Max distance. Let's make that 8. No, we think it was 7. Wasn't it 7? And let's just reverse this one, and then we'll reverse it again. That would be... Okay. That's too low. So, okay. So 7, 3. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. And that's going to be piston 3. So, okay. M 7.3, and this is 0. Okay. Now, let's get our medium floor, just so we have our measurements. Let's reverse this one. Okay. So now let's bring this one down. 4.7. That's actually pretty good. That's pretty damn good. Okay. Okay. So here's the problem, right? No, it was a 4.7. So here's the problem. How do we get piston 2 to stop at 4.7? With the piston, because the piston needs to be full stroke here at for the top floor. See, this is the problem that I just can't I can't wrap my brain around. Do I use a sensor? Do I use a sensor? Like, do I hide a sensor behind one of these blocks and the sensor faces this way, so when it picks up the elevator, or subgrid, is that even a thing? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so right now let's reset this. Okay, let's try this. Let's try this. So I need to think about this. Okay. EV temp timer block piston 1 L. Okay. Timer block EV temp piston 2 middle floor, which we're not going to use right now. And then K EV temp hit piston 3 top. Okay. Okay. All right. So right now we are at the top floor, and the top floor is piston 3 And that's 7.3. All right, so let's come over here. So this button is going to be EV temp. That's going to be this one, and we're going to start it. We're going to start it. So, all right, now. Okay. So here's the thing. If we want to call this, right? If it's at the bottom floor or the middle floor and we want to call it, we want to activate. If it's at the bottom floor, we want to activate all 3 pistons. So we want to use the group, right? We want to use the group. So EV group, no, EV pistons, right? What are you doing, dumbass? You have to go into the timer first. Oh my goodness. Maybe I need a second cup of coffee, guys. I think I need a second cup of coffee. All right, let's just put this on a delay 3 for right now. Setup actions. EV pistons, the whole group. Want the whole group. Which is where, come on. I know what a piston looks like. Why am I not seeing a piston? Right there in front of my face. Okay, we want to... reverse? No, that's just a simple up and down. Oh my goodness, I'm... That's just a simple up and down. I don't want a simple up and down. I want... I want to use this, right? And then... I'm having a really hard time struggling to make my brain understand this, guys. I just... I'm just like... I got too many neurons going counterclockwise or something. I just... Why am I having such a hard time with this? I mean, the simple up and down. I mean, we can just make it go up and down right here. Just boop, right? Just up and down. It's the middle one that's the hard part, right? I mean, maybe I'm overthinking this. Maybe I just need to have up and down, right? Just up and down, and it's the middle one that needs to be complicated. I think that's what the problem is. I think my brain is being stupid. You know what? 1, 2, 3. Let's just get rid of... Okay. So now let's set up the timers. Okay. EV timers. L, which is going to be the lower one. We're going to go with 4-second delay, so that gives us time to hop out, hit the button. All right, so this is just going to be EV pistons, and we're just going to reverse. That's it. That's all we're going to do is just reverse. Okay. This one is going to be the same. 4 setup actions, EV pistons, reverse. All right. So if you're on the bottom floor, it'll bring it down. If you're on the top floor, it'll bring it up, and vice versa, right? So let's just check it, right? Elevator call. All right, there we go. We need to double check our work, because if I don't, yeah. Okay. going to slow down a little bit because all the other pistons. So now if we hit this button, we have 3 seconds to get back onto the pad, and it should take us down. Beep, 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 beep. All right. Why am I so fucking cold? My feet are freezing. I got thermals on. Oh. Okay. All right. So now if we hit T button, it'll bring us back up. I know the other one will work. We're not going to check it. Okay. All right. I think the airlocks and the doors, we're just going to keep it separate. They're going to be on their own separate button panels. I'm not going to incorporate them. Maybe every time you have to use the elevator, you have to depressurize. No, the only time you have to depressurize is when you're on the middle or the bottom floor. So the only time you need to pressurize is when you're on the top floor. Oh boy. Yeah, you know what? I'll figure that out. We'll figure that out. Okay. So now, what the hell do we do with the middle floor? Right? So the middle floor is... See, here's the problem. 4.7. All right, so... Okay. EV timer, right? All right, so here's the thing, right? So setup actions, EV piston, right? So now what do we do with the Klondike bar? Let's try this, right? No, I don't want the whole group. I don't want the whole group. No. I only want piston 2. Okay, we only want piston 2. Set and move. Okay, distance. What did we say that was? 7.4. Speed 0.5. Extension 7.4. Okay. Okay. So if we hit this, will this take us to the middle floor? I think I got that backwards. You fucking dyslexic dumb ass. Okay, so yeah, let's fix that real quick. Okay. EV timer. Oh, setup actions. Set and move. 4.7. 0.5. Okay. Let's try this again. What? What? See, no, because this one's fully extended. Okay. 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 Now this is where we add some complications. And why did that move so quick? Okay. EV timer. EV piston. See, here's the thing, right? So we need to retract this one at the same time. right? Okay, let's reset this real quick. Why? What the fuck? Oh, this is gonna be more complicated than I thought. Oh boy. I oh oh now they're all out of sequence. Hmm. Okay. I need to figure this out. I'm having a really, really freaking hard time. Okay, so let's think about this. EV timer. Let's go to L, right? Let's go to setup actions, and we want to EV pistons. I want to take this middle one, right? And let's we want to reset. I don't want to reset velocity. I want to reset distance. Is there no reset distance button? Oh. Shit. Set and move to 10. This still needs to be 0.5. Right? And that's okay. So if we go to the oh, that was lower. Shit, that was the lower one. That was the top one. The lower one needs to be 7. No. See, it only resets the top. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so crap. I just hold on. 7.3. Okay. EV timer. Top. Setup actions. EV piston. Set and move. $10. 5. I just... Okay, so now... Okay, commanders, it is the next day, and I probably left out about 40 minutes of some cursing and some stuff and all kinds of stuff that was just redundant and just, yeah, filler stuff. So right now, what I am doing is bottom, top, back. Why can't I see the front? There we go. Front. Let's just go halfway. All right. So I put a sensor in. I'm giving up. I am completely giving up on that set move. I can't. I can't. No. I want... Alright. Yeah, detect players? No. Floating objects, small ships, large ships, detect subgrids. detect subgrids. No. Yes, yes, and yes. Okay. Set up actions. Let's go with a time. You know what? Let's find a timer that is. Is this being used? No. So let's use this one. Oh no, that's airlock. That's airlock. That is being used. Okay. Yeah. How about we EV, and I don't know what it said before that, but you know what? Let's get rid of the freaking 18. Airlock. I think that's airlock B, to tell you the truth. Yeah, airlock B. Oh my goodness, fingers. All right, and this is going to be piston, that one. This is... All right, this is unused. So let's use this one right here. All right, EV, timer block, sensor in. What was that noise I just heard? Is that a car door? Oh, don't tell me my recording window just closed. All right. Yes. So the sensor, it'll pick up the floor. So let's change. Okay. Bottom. Or do we want to bring this down? If we make this really narrow, right? It'll only sense it when it's in the... Nah, let's just go with this. No, that's back. Top. Bottom. 9. 9. Okay. Set up actions. We want to EV timer sensor. We're going to start the sensor. And what is this sensor going to do? This sensor, all right, EV timer sensor is going to set up actions, EV pistons, there is no lock for a piston, but we can toggle block off. We can toggle the block off. That's what we can do with that. We can toggle the block off. And so we need to fix all the other timers. So EV timers. All right. This one, let's see what a 3 delay. Set up actions. This one, EV pistons. I want to put this one as reverse. Because if it's going down and it's at the bottom floor, reverse will send it back up. If it's at the top floor and hit reverse, it'll bring it back down to this floor. Because I changed floor L to retract and I changed floor T to extend instead of reverse. But also, we need to... We're going to need another... This timer. This timer... Wait, is that the one we just... That's the one we just set up. Okay. This timer, we're going to add actions. We're going to add EV pistons. Let's make this on, and then this will be extend. Okay. All right. All right. And then this one. Let's go back to, let's go to 3. Okay, so EV pistons. I know, guys, not very exciting. That's why this is a side quest. One. This was retract. All right. So I'm going to. Now let's hit this. Elevator call. Why are you moving so fast? Okay. So I need to adjust. Let's just check EV pistons real quick because someone is not at the right speed. No, they're all at the right speed. Okay. Timer sensor. So we want this to be let's go to the 2-second delay and see if that brings it more in the center with the pad. So let's go ahead and hit this one. So you should turn the pistons back on and then extend it. Whoa. What is that about? Why are you like... What the hell is going on? Wait, is it picking up the piston as... Oh, it might be picking up the piston. Okay, hold on. Okay. Front. Let's bring that back to like 12. Okay. Okay. Let's hit that again. Okay. So let's hit floor. Oh, if we hit floor L, we have to turn that sensor off. Right? We have to turn that sensor off because it's going to stop. What's going on here? Why is it moving so fast and then slows down? I don't understand why it's doing that. Oh, that actually is a good spot right there. That is a good spot. Okay, so we need to add another layer here. All right. Timer, EV. All right, so this one, set up actions, we need to turn that off. And on this one also, we need to turn off. Turn that off. Okay. This one. All right. EV. We need to make sure the sensor is turned on. And then reverse. Right? Am I thinking? Why? Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just a little... All right, so now if we hit this, it should turn the pistons back on and retract. And that sensor should be off. Why did that not go down all the way? Okay. What is going on? 7.3. Yes. Oh, it's because this is still... That's why. Okay, that's why. Alright, so now we have... That should still be off, right? Okay. So we should be able to go from the bottom floor to the top floor. And not have to worry about this in between. Whoa! What is going on with the speed? It's like it's got a boost for something, and then... I'm not understanding this. EV... What is going on with the pistons? I'm not understanding. Point 0.5. 0.5. Point 0.5. You bastard. Okay. Alright, guys. So now... Elevator call. Turn the sensor on. Turn the pistons on. 2-second delay from when it hits the field. Okay. We have to change that timer again. Timer, EV, sensor. So let's put it there. So let's go back up to the top floor. And we'll double check from the bottom floor also, which will make sure we get the timer right in the first place. All right. Elevator. Elevator. Hello. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now we need to double check it from the bottom. Okay, sensor turns off. Pistons turn on. We got it, guys. We got it. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Okay. All right. And now let's call elevator and make sure it stops in the same position. And then I'll set up the doors and all that stuff. They're simple. We're not going to hook them into the elevator controls. I'm not going to make it overcomplicated. It's a little low, but it's a little low. The only thing we can do is, this is what we can, okay, let's send it back down. It'd be easier. Yeah, I put a door in, by the way, guys. So yeah. I know I need to put a ladder shaft in and all that fun stuff. And yes, we are in cheat mode. Toggle block on. Oh, so I do not want to detect players. No, okay, that is turned off. Okay, so it won't detect. Okay. So the bottom, we could bring the bottom in to 7. Let's bring the bottom into 7. Okay, let's turn this back off so we don't get things out of sequence. And let's see if that does it. Because we're good this way, but not this way. And we're just going to use that to offset so we don't have to mess with the timer again. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense, guys. Oh, yeah. I can work with that. I can work with that. I am completely happy with that. Yes, I am completely happy with that. All right. Okay, let's off the HUD. Turn that off. And yeah, I'm in cheat mode. I just took out those blocks in cheat mode. Lore. All right, let's put that right where the sensor is. We're just gonna leave that open. Well, I mean, not leave it open, but okay. I think we got a winner, guys. I think we have a winner. So let's send this down. Oh shit. We got a problem. We got a problem. If we have a vehicle on here, right? And the vehicle's going to trip the sensor. Oh, the vehicle's going to trip the sensor. Oh no. Oh no. Crap. What do I do? Oh, that's going to be a problem. Beep. 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 Because this is still a subgrid. Alright, so we just docked. Close the door. Wait 3 seconds. Here we go. So I have to change the sensor range. So it's not picking up anything. I have to change it so it doesn't come past this right here. So just detects the very lip. And then it won't affect anything on here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We got it, guys. We got it. We got it. All right. All right, guys. We got it. We figured it out. We figured it out. Didn't do that fancy bullshit freaking move here, this whatever. We got it. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. All right. I'm happy now. All right. Maybe hopefully tomorrow I'll get a chance to record a regular episode. Today, what is today? Today's Saturday. I gotta finish cutting down some more trees and all that fun stuff. So till next time, Commanders, this is Uncle Jay. Yay!